Sufficient Grace provided me with a Chrysanthemum Project bag. They work in tandem with each other. When Sufficient Grace was leaving and they gave me a lot of like grief resources, they also left me with this Chrysanthemum Project bag. And the Chrysanthemum Project was started by a mom who's actually local to me, where she lost her son. She realized when she needed postpartum care products that those postpartum care items are actually in the baby aisle.
Yeah.
So when you need pads for your delivery, they're in the baby aisle. When you need pads for your bra because your milk comes in, because that doesn't stop just because your baby passed, all of that is in the baby aisle. So if you need access to those care products, you have to walk past all of those items that you thought you were going to need for your child that you didn't get to bring home. So she started a project where she was collecting postpartum items, and she was buying postpartum items and putting them in bags and pre-packing these bags to be supplied to grieving moms after the loss of their child, so that they then didn't have to suffer going through the baby aisle to get these items that they needed. I don't know about you, but that's not something that I've ever thought about when it comes. I was like, oh, baby items make sense to be in the baby area. It makes sense to have postpartum items there, until you're actually in that spot where you're grieving your child and now you have to go down that aisle.
I still avoid that aisle.
Yes.
In the supermarket. It's been 8 years, and if I can avoid it, I'll go down the aisle next door just to not go down the aisle.
Yes.
And at the time I didn't go, and I sent my husband to get nipple pads or whatever it's called and all this stuff, because I couldn't even go in the supermarket. I don't think I couldn't see children, I couldn't see people, couldn't do any of that. So yeah, I completely get it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. It's going out in public is very challenging. Even just, going to the supermarket, doing something that is in your everyday checklist that you know that you need groceries, but going to the supermarket and being faced with children or needing to brave the baby aisle is absolutely a huge challenge that you wouldn't think would end up being such a big challenge in your everyday life. That's why what the Chrysanthemum Project is doing is so important. And so we're trying to support and give back to them in any way that they can. And the same thing with Sufficient Grace. They provided all of that care and support, and they were my birthing doula at completely no charge. They did all of these things for free. And I think that that's very important. And you would be surprised how many of these organizations are started from bereaved moms and exist, right in your same neighborhood that you maybe have never needed to deal with until that moment, which is really important because we're really grieving moms out there supporting grieving moms.